What's up, everybody? My name is George, and this is Marvelous Statues, where I'll be taking and doing reviews like this statue right here, and also talking about the hobby in general, going to Comic-Cons and doing videos from there. So this will be the first of many. Hope you guys like it. Subscribe at the end if you do. Just a little about myself. I've been collecting now for about 3 years now. Don't have a huge collection, but I do have some pieces that I really do like, and I'd like to take and start doing some reviews on them and sharing them with everybody else. That being said, let's get into it. So what I got here is this awesome and amazing piece by XM Studios. I am like stoked to have this. I've had it now for about a week. Been staring at it, been trying to come up with what to say about it. You know, trying to be as particular as possible, very detailed with it, but I am having the hardest time finding anything wrong with it. This thing is just fantastic. First of all, let's talk about the packaging. So we're going to start off with that. So this is the box that the statue came with. It is impressive, to say the least. I've heard about XM Studios' legendary packaging, and this does not disappoint in one way. Inside there was 2 levels of styrofoam, and they were strapped with these straps. Kept everything secure. Even though the outer box came in a little bit rough, looked like it had a little fun with UPS on the way over here. The box itself was not damaged. There was no damage to any of the pieces on the inside of it. It was top-notch packaging. Weighed like 50 pounds. Getting it up the stairs and into this room was extremely difficult. Unboxing Batman was extremely difficult. Took nearly 20 minutes just to get him the way he is now. So it was fun. But I have another video on that. I'll be putting that up too. But it's amazing. I love the Batman logo that they put on here. They got DC logos all around the sides. It's perfect. What you get with the statue is also something that is fantastic. Unlike the majority of the statues that I've received that usually come with one head sculpt or maybe an axe or a sword, Batman comes with 5 head sculpts. So here they are displayed in front of me. You get 2 batarangs. You get 2 hands that are open-handed. You get 1 with a fist, 1 holding the the grappling hook. You also get 3 samurai swords, which they're not traditional for Batman, but samurai swords just make everything cool, man. So, you know, why not? You got a change-out chest plate that's red. Goes along with the rage mode that Batman has here. And then you get these samurai depicted shoulder plates. Very awesome. You also get these packaging here that I don't normally see too often with statues. You know, just take one at a time. So you get this book. Okay. So in the book is basically information on how they came up with the concept for the Batman Samurai, along with some information about the different artists that were involved, the producer, the creative director, and they all have their questions and answers here that they were given. It's a very interesting read. So if you do get it, I suggest that you do look this over. It's very cool, definitely amazing. And along with that, you also get this pretty awesome art print. So here you go. Check that out. I don't know if you guys can see that too well. I hope you can. It's amazing. You don't get this too often with statues. I don't know. It's my first XM piece, so if you guys want to leave a comment, let me know if this is what normally happens with XM pieces. If it is, then I'm going to continue buying XM pieces. These things are awesome. I really wish, you know, every statue has to have some kind of concept art that goes with it, or that had to be created to make the statue. I feel that you know, why not give us a little bit of that, you know, a little print, you know, how much could that really be to print that off? So, you know, it's cool to have. Let's get into the sculpt. So starting at the base is done in a traditional Japanese style rooftop. Instead of giving you the traditional Batman that we get in Gotham City with the gargoyle, we get the Japanese version of the gargoyle. It's sculpted great. I can't say more about it. You got so much detail in here. You know, there's cracks in the roof. There's etching. There's so much detail. It's hard to describe in person. The back of the roof has a Batman logo stamped into it with the Japanese symbol. I really don't know what that is exactly, but I like it. It works. The roof has cracks and grooves, and it looks like it has been through some kind of fight, like rubble. What I do love about this is, and I do love sculpted bases, is that it tells a story. I believe that, you know, when you do a statue, that you should have it looking like it came out of a book, came out of a story. You know, like my Spider-Man over there, it's like that. You know, it looks like it came right out of the pages of a comic book, and that's what I'm looking for when I get something like that. Moving on to Batman himself, the suit. The suit is like a fusion of the old and the new. So especially when you have displayed the Batman samurai armor, it has a depiction of the traditional Edo Tokugawa samurai armor, as well as a blend of the new Batman from, like, you know, the Dark Knight or Arkham Knight, especially like Arkham Knight, very much so like that. You can see different detail. Some of the armor pieces are smooth and metallic, while other pieces have like a carbon fiber mesh to it. There's buckles and even the blades here on his fins. These things are super sharp. The head sculpt is awesome. You know, it just has, I just love it. This particular pose here, I enjoy the most is because I'm a traditionalist. I like having Batman looking like Batman. Although the other pieces are equally as detailed. Even if you take a look at these samurai swords, they have little markings in the blade themselves. It's also metal. The hilt has a rubberized type of feeling to it. So that's very cool. Each one of the fists and hands here, and they all have knuckles with this bronze armoring on it. Gives it a good contrast to the black in the hand. And then, you know, you have the batarangs, you know. So these batarangs are pretty cool too. They're also metal, also pretty sharp. They're very cool. The cape, I think hands down the cape is amazing. I am a big stickler for having a sculpted cape. I feel that if you're going to take and make a statue, that it shouldn't have a cloth cape, because it brings a dynamic look to the statue. It makes it look like it came out of a comic book. When you have the cloth cape, I'm not knocking it down. I've had a few statues that have had it, and I do like when they do add the wire mesh inside of there to allow you to pose the cape, so you have that that bonus that you get to make the cape look the way you want it to look. But you know, I don't do that. Usually I take and I put if I had that, I would put the cape in a position that I start with, and then I'm not going to move it again. It's going to be the way it is. So if that's the case, give me the sculpted cape, and just, you know, I'm good with that. So yeah, I give the sculpt a solid 10, man. I really don't see anything wrong with any of these sculpts. This is perfect. So let's talk about the paint. So the paint, working our way down again and moving up. There's been talk that the paint on the rooftop is a little bit muted. It's Batman, you know, it's dark. Batman is always meant to be dark. I really don't see anything wrong with this rooftop at all. The paint looks on point to me. You know, you have your accents of gold or bronze. Really don't know. It looks like bronze. Against a more or less gray muted roof. The grays are, you know, you have light and dark grays along with some stone accents, which are kind of like a brownish gray color. You know, I spent some time looking at some pictures of some traditional Japanese style roofs, and most of them look like this. So I really don't see a need for anything else. Could have had some color. Yeah, that would have made it look nice, especially like with the Rage Mode Batman armor. I think that would have been a really cool addition to it. But I mean, I'm good with this. It's perfect to me. The suit itself, they do an extremely good job of making it look like the real material. The paint is, you have these very nice metallic looking areas. You know, they have a nice little sheen to them, you know, juxtaposed to something that has like the material in the legging here that's a little bit on the dull side or a little bit flat. So, you know, it makes a good contrast there. You have the suit itself is not just like one color, you know, you don't have like all silver or all black. You know, there's bronze in there, and there's some areas that are kind of like reddish, like this, like the strapping right here. Like I just noticed that now. So it's like the more I look at this, the more I see, you know. You know, you have the buckles that are in brown, you know, the fins in like a silver. The cape itself is something of a wonder. So the cape is black, but when you shine it in just the right light, there are hints of blue in it that you can see, which gives an awesome look to it. I mean, I don't think the camera can pick it up, but you know, when you see it in person, you know what I'm talking about. It's really, really cool. I don't know how they did that, but amazing work on the paint job. My only gripe with the paint is this particular head sculpt here. I don't know, maybe I'm just being picky. I feel that something's going on there with the lips. It almost looks like he's wearing lipstick. I'm not really a big fan of that. You know, I have the head just because it's obviously the traditional Batman, and I like the traditional Batman. But you know, I don't know. I just feel like maybe they could have done a little better with that. I mean, on all the other ones, the lips are a little duller, so it doesn't look as apparent. But on that one, maybe the skin's too light. I don't know, but that's my take on that. Even the gadgets are painted very well. His grappling gun has got rusted look to it. It's not all just you know, perfectly clean and shined up and everything. It looks like it's been used a little bit. Although the armor itself doesn't look like that. The armor looks like it just came out of Wayne Manor. So yeah, I wouldn't give anything wrong with the paint. I really like it. Very good job with the paint. There's no area where I felt that I can see where any paint bled over into anything else. It's very sharp. So did a very good job. So at first, wasn't really a big fan of this concept. I am very rooted in Batman. This is one of my favorite characters, if not one of my most favorite characters. I like Batman to look like Batman. You know, I want him to be roaming the streets of Gotham City, beating up on Joker and all the other villains. Yeah, that's my take on Batman. That being said, having this thing in person and seeing the other sculpts, I like them just as much. I didn't think I would, but I do. They are so cool. The samurai armor is amazing. I'll show you some pictures of that here in a little second. The samurai armor is amazing. It gives it this appearance of futuristic samurai warrior. You know, this is what Batman would look like if he was living in Japan and you know, and he had all his gadgets. It's really cool. They really pulled this off, and I feel like you can't they couldn't do anything better, I think, with it. I think you should really give it a chance. It's because I think you're going to be very, very excited and happy over the way that this whole other outfits came out. So it's pretty cool. Very, very cool. So my overall feelings on this statue, I feel that it's top notch. You know, I'm falling short of saying that it's a grail piece. I know that gets passed around a lot. A lot of people say that for any statue that looks cool, and rightfully so. I mean, any one of these statues that they make these days is amazing. They are works of art. It takes a lot of work to make these statues the way they do, and they all deserve some kind of praise. But there are some that transcend above the others. XM Studios has put out some amazing stuff, and you would think that having put out, you know, statues like Magneto and Ghost Rider, that, you know, you couldn't get another one just as good. But this one to me is the standard in a Batman statue. There is nothing out there right now that I can say even comes close to how cool this statue looks. Anybody that has it would understand what I'm saying about it. I feel that you should, if you don't already have it and you are in the market for a Batman statue and you can afford to buy this, you should do it. You know, it's definitely the best. It's the best statue in my collection right now. So it is my grail piece. It's personal opinion, but I feel that it is a grail piece, something that, you know, only going to see once in a while. So, you know, I should have more reviews coming. You know, I have other statues that I have on order, and so I will have some other things for us to take a look at. I have some other options and things that are coming up. Going to Star Wars Celebration, so big Star Wars fan. That should be a lot of fun. MegaCon is coming up here in a couple months. Definitely going to do that too. We're going to shoot some videos from there and maybe, you know, show you guys how we do it over here in Florida. So, you know, I want to thank my friend Jacob for making this statue possible. It's because without him, I don't think I would have been able to get this one. You know, stay tuned for more reviews. So, like I said, if you enjoyed this, click like and hit subscribe, and there'll be more on the way.